At a recent community meeting, the MCK spoke about their plan to address the issues on membership and residency.
And basically, the plan included the following 5 action steps. The first one was a public education package on membership and its history, education on the rationale behind the membership law to the external communities and media, establish discussion forums on all aspects of the issue, conduct a referendum on the principle of non-native residency, and assess the need to expedite the establishment of a separate residency law in the community.
The Mohawk Council of Kahnawake membership portfolio chief Gasanahaway Sky Deer went on to explain a little more about each of the 5 actions.
One of the main things was that we wanted to do this public education package on the history of membership, because going into the community decision-making process, which is going to recommence starting probably in September, we want people to know a little bit of the history and background of how this law came to be in our community. We hear that people think that it's all based on Indian Act and it's Indian Act mentality, but what I'm going to show you this evening is a series of vignettes, little small snapshot videos of the evolution of membership and how it came to be in our community.
The videos address topics like enfranchisement, the Indian Act, the 1969 White Paper, and Bill C-31.
Anything pertaining to residency/membership that has occurred in the last 2-3 years, even historically, can all be found on this website.
Deer explained that the MCK wanted to establish discussion forums within the community on all aspects of the membership and residency issues.
We've been extremely busy over the summer, as Joel just recently alluded to. We were doing governance training, we had summits, so I'm not trying to make excuses for the fact that we haven't had meetings, but we do want to continue to reach out to different groups in the community to continue the discussion on where we go with this. Another important announcement that I want to make is that the council recently decided that we're not going to have a referendum. In consultation with community members over the past little while, it has become evident that a referendum might be even more detrimental to the direction of this community, and that we'll be putting out a press release and official notification to the community tomorrow that we're no longer going to entertain the idea of having a referendum on membership.
The MCK was asked to elaborate on why there won't be a referendum.
We discussed it as a table, especially with our new council, and I was of the opinion, the council shared the opinion that the 1981 law was put in place by our elders, and that's what's going to remain. There's no need for a referendum. If anybody else can answer it, it's fine, but that was basically the opinion of the table.
That was one part of it. Also, we did a survey of the community in 2010. It can be available on the website. It's also available at MCK if anybody wants to see it. But looking at the questions pertaining strictly to non-natives being able to reside in the community, at least 80 to 90% of the community is still in favor of maintaining the law the way it is. So in terms of maybe cost saving, because a referendum is very costly, in terms of the community meeting we had last September, where it was an overwhelming majority is still in support. There were numerous factors we took into account, meeting with community members, community groups that felt that it's not needed, it's not warranted.
Deer went on to explain the final action in the MCK's 5-point action plan.
With regard to residency law, I mean, the referendum was supposed to be the basis of going in that direction, but once we set the priority of what's going to go through the community decision-making process, I guess in a prioritized manner, we have membership, tobacco, the matrimonial real interest law, and we need to decide which ones are going to go first, but there's also room for looking at establishing a residency law in the community.
The Mohawk Council of Kahnawake is currently being sued by 16 people over the membership and residency issues. Deer will present the MCK's Statement of Defense at the Longdale Courthouse on August 25th.
Basically, what I'm going in there is to read our contestation, which is all the defense of how we don't agree that all of these things, like they're saying, are occurring in the community, etc. And basically to defend our position and how, like we said, that the evolution of this law and how it came to be in our communities.
Grand Chief Joseph Norton explained what the MCK expects from Ganawage residents to help resolve the membership and residency issues.
We expect that parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters will be the ones to put the pressure on their own family members who are in that circumstance. Because that's the way it was before. We expect that people will not rent their homes to people who are not eligible. We expect that parents and whoever else will not buy a property on behalf of someone who is ineligible.
First Nations TV will stay with the story as it develops. I'm Dohonyat Dr. Dalil for First Nations TV.